Why does my hair look like that?
It's my cow blanket. My farm cow blanket. With cows
Is that what
on
that
it.
is?
Yeah, it's got...
What the fuck? How did I not notice?
Yeah.
That's a cow with his udders. Oh, I get his udders.
You get the udders.
I get to be covered by his udders. Who the fuck said, let's touch them things, and then white stuff came out, and then the pasteurizer guy pasteurized them, and then...
Turned it into cheese and...
Ew.
Hot goodness. So, what up?
What did I do this week? Oh, this was finals week for me.
The ending week?
The ending week that ends all weeks.
No, not again.
And it's done.
Good job.
I didn't have finals in 2 of them.
Oh.
Of the 3 classes.
Just one then.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I took the final this morning. It was just it was 75 multiple choice questions. I was like, I better do this before I go to Kevin's house. Because today's literally the last day.
Well, good job. You got it done. That's what we like.
I got a B.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I didn't study. Fuck me.
Yeah, no. I mean, studying's not in our program. Nobody does the studying. No. My sister had the hiding place test. Remember that they were doing that book that we did back in 8th grade.
Did it have to do with Hitler?
Yes.
How the fuck? What do they like? What? I don't even remember anything from that book.
No, I mean it was...
I don't understand what they thought we would grab from that and take with us for the rest of our lives.
It was like the fill-in for the... Since we never did the Anne Frank diary, we just did that instead. It was like the stand-in for that.
I don't even remember. I don't even... Whatever. I don't even remember their names. Yeah, Corey Ten Boom? Is that the one with Corey?
You do. Yeah, you do remember the names.
Okay, so that's her. Okay. Yeah. That was just a guess.
Yeah. It was a great guess. Just a spot-on guess.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell.
Fuck, there's something in the back of my cock. I was talking to Jaden about the Ouija board.
Right.
Holy shit, does it sound scary.
Well, I noticed there's a lack of ghost equipment with you.
But you didn't remind. I have it in my house.
I said like a few days ago.
Shut up.
It's alright.
Shut up. It's sitting on my Xbox.
I wasn't planning on using it today, so...
I'll get it next time, but I was talking to her about the Ouija board, and holy shit, she told me all of her experiences with it, and it sounds scary. I'm a bitch, Kevin. Okay?
I know, and that's why we need to get some scary stuff to happen.
Kevin, I will cry. Oh, but the Ouija boardings, they sound so scary. I'm not even kidding you. There's like rules and shit.
Oh, of course there's rules.
There's rules if you don't want your fucking... I don't even know what they'll do to you. You just might be infertile for the rest of your life because like you hung up on them too fast, you know?
Oh, jeez.
Like you can't take your hands off the board ever unless they say goodbye. You can't say goodbye. They have to say goodbye first. And if they like do a figure eight or if they like say the N-word or like...
You can't stop it.
You have to let it play out, you know? Or else you'll get possessed. Or something. It's just scary. But also... Ghost activity for me personally, for the past couple months at least, of the new year, has gone down quite a bit. Other than the experiences when I was like absolutely like blazed as fuck, and like that weird like thing, the weird black figure like ran at me and made me flinch, I've been fine.
Right.
I've been kind of wanting to have sleep paralysis again.
Oh no, you're missing it. You're longing for the...
Yeah, because it's like... Every time I did it was like a challenge for me, to move. It was so hard to move. And I just couldn't. But yeah, now I don't get sleep paralysis anymore. I'm kind of sad. I think they don't like me anymore because I'm getting older. My brain is more developed slightly.
Your pineal gland is calcifying?
My pineal gland is calcifying and my prefrontal cortex is developing faster and faster by the day. AP Psychology. I didn't draw anything from that. fucking class. Actually, I did. I got a lot of my worldview from that and why I hate people.
Oh,
So
I'm so sad. I'm so sorry.
But holy shit, a Ouija board. We're doing that soon, and I am not excited. I am. I'm so scared.
And if you want to do the Ouija board with us, then we'll use you as the puppet.
Yes, we'll use you as our spiritual medium. Oh my god. That's all I wanted to share.
Right. Speaking of being blazed as fuck, like you said.
Oh yeah.
I pet sat the doggies again last week for like 4 days or 3 days. And,
Pupper schnubs.
And now, some backstory.
Backstory.
It's they've been known to hit it off themselves. Smoky. Last time I went there was just like a bong laying out on the table. Nice. And this time there was like 3 different packs of the marijuana just laying around, just like on the table with a lighter. And I was like, what, did they expect me not to? I didn't break into their stash, but did they expect me not to? It's just laying there.
Exposed.
But I did.
Such.
Instead,
okay.
I brought the one that I have myself, and I was like, now would be a good opportunity to try to really master the craft
of smoking,
getting blasted.
Absolutely, just
so I
fucked.
There was 3 left. And over the course I was there, I used 2 of them. We still have 1 left.
Okay.
And the first day I was there was Thursday, and I went out on the back porch and
respectfully
sat down. Yes, respectfully sat down and lit it up, and I did the smoky, and I was kind of did it as I did before, and it was just kind of another, and it just wasn't really, and I've noticed this. I feel like it's not quite, and I've heard other people have the same problem where it just doesn't, you don't know how to do it until you do it right. So it's like I've felt stuff before. I've felt really tired, like that one time where I lost like an hour of memory playing Resident Evil, and I was like, and like my brain, if you go back and watch those couple of videos in that series, it's like I'm so gone. But even then I was like, I just felt really tired, and that was about it.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah.
So, but then this time I did it, and then I went back inside, kind of disappointed. But then I noticed as I was like sitting on the couch, I just started like breathing like really deep, like because there's breathing in deep, like, and then you can go beyond that, like really expand your diaphragm, and like open it up. Mm-hmm. And I just felt like, oh, that kind of feels like different, like something's happening, like just mildly happening. So then I was like, okay, well maybe I've just been dumb, and I'll try to really, as I'm breathing in the smoke, I'll try to open up the diaphragm to really kind of just shove it in,
really get it in there.
So, and it was, so the next day I go out that night, and I try it again with the next one
with your new learned technique.
With I'm trying out a new technique, and at this point I'm fully settled into the house. I got like the TV. I'm signed into YouTube on the TV, and there's this playlist of like 200 music videos I put together of like a bunch of songs that I like, so it's just kind of on a loop. So I go out and I do it, and it's kind of hard to breathe in that far with all the smoke coming in, but I get it in there, and at first it feels the same, but then it's gone, and I put it out and do all that, and then I walk back inside.
Oh no, Kevin, you're smiling.
And immediately as I step inside and shut the door behind me, I look at the TV, and I'm like, oh. It was, well, the first thing I noticed is like was like the TV, like the things on the TV looked like they were coming out of the TV, like they were expanding out, or whatever. And it reminded me of when we did it was like, it felt like a milder version of like the early stages of that.
Oh, like when you're just getting into the, okay.
Yeah. So I could see all of a sudden the colors on the TV looked brighter, and I could see it like popping out occasionally, like it looked like it was coming outside the black bars, and I couldn't tell if it was just in my head or if it was actually doing that, and then like everything got everything like turned like this, kind of like if everything, you know what I mean?
No.
Okay, well, and then everything got fuzzy and my ears started to burn and I started burping a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Like doing the little mini burps. And I was like, wow. Nice. And then
that's good.
And then I was like, wow, for like 20 minutes, and that's when I texted you. And then like, and then I was like, I don't know. I started doing the dishes. Like the dishes that I did, that I used over there. I was like, I should do the dishes. So I did the dishes. I didn't get the super like paranoid or whatever. Like some people get super paranoid.
Yes.
Occasionally I like looked at the windows even though the curtains were completely shut. Like, but that's about it. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
And so that like, and then I made mac and cheese because I was like, I should try eating something.
Did you have the munchies or no?
What do you mean?
The munchies when you like, you're not hungry but you feel like you want to eat and you just keep eating.
No, because I did not. I ate about 5 bites and I was like, I can't eat this.
Really? Oh.
So I put it away.
I get the munchies and I eat an unholy amount.
Yeah, and then I saved it for later. So I've saved it for the next day. And then I was awake for about an hour and a half, and then I just passed out on the couch. I was like, this is a lot. I should. So I just passed out on the couch. But it was a great time for about an hour and a half. And also the dogs, because they kept thinking, like, as I was making dinner or whatever, they kept thinking I had treats for them. Yeah. So they just kept following me around. I constantly kept looking behind me, and they were just both standing there. And that freaked me out a little too. Or it didn't freak me out, but it was like, just added to the wildness of the experience.
Wow, Kevin.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now I know exactly
what it really is.
And so this kind of connects to another thing. Or I'll bring up something else and then connect it back.
Okay. Good storytelling. I like this. Where this is going.
Yes.
Okay. What happened? What happened?
No, it's not. Well, it's so my mom, before the pandemic, worked at Scholastic, and obviously with Scholastic they do book fairs and stuff.
Yeah.
She built like shelves for book fairs. So when the pandemic happened and schools closed, she didn't get laid off or fired or anything, but she they didn't need her to work there. They didn't need anybody to work there for a long time. Well, this week they finally have bringing some people back, but of course now we both work at. But my mom being my mom, she instead of like saying no, she can't come back because she has a new job now, or to Scholastic, or not, or like just leaving. She agreed to come back to Scholastic, so now she's working about 60 hours a week. And so she's working a full 8 hours, 5 hours at Scholastic. So all she does, almost every day of the week is just work and sleep. So she's asleep right now. She got home like a half hour before you did.
Why did she agree? Does she enjoy that?
She's like one of the hardest working people. My dad says the same thing, like around. She built the loft a while ago, and
she built the loft?
Yeah, she built the loft. She built that target for my dad's birthday. That's in the shed for the axe things. She built the she shed. Yeah, she built. I don't know if she built the other.
So
one.
she's just a workaholic. She just likes being busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cousins are like that too. I went to where was it? Ocean Shores. I don't remember how far away that is. 4 hours?
It's pretty far. Yeah.
4 hours, 6 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
And literally, my uncle drove there straight, like 4 or 6 hours, fished on the beach for like 4 hours, came back, took a nap, fished for like 12 hours the next day. At the end of that day, we left. And then when we came back, it was like night. He took probably like a 5-hour nap.
Yeah.
By the time he woke up, by the time we woke up, he was already up, and it was like 10. He drove us to an all-you-can-eat buffet and just ate. I was like, dude, you're doing so much, and you're really taking advantage of 24 hours in a day.
Well,
and then after that, he went to work. What? Like, I can't do that.
Yeah. It's
like, there's just people that like being busy.
Yeah.
And I can't do that. I have a very tiny social battery. Very small. It's about this big.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, I'll do 2 social things a week. Go to Jaden's house and then go to your house. And then I'm like, oh my God, I need to like cleanse and rest and read the Bible for the next 3 months before I have any more human interaction.
Right.
You know, and that's it. But like, holy shit, yeah, people like to stay busy.
For me, it's a little more complicated on the socialization thing. I like to stay, it's not that I like to stay busy, it's just that I feel like I have enough things to do, whether it be editing videos for our channel, editing videos for my other channel, or writing my book, which is still happening. Actually, it's not that far away. If I buckled down and just worked on it, it'd be done in like a month. But
you're going to spread that out into 2 more years, Kevin.
I'm hoping this year it'll happen. But either that or just like relaxing and watching YouTube. I also factor that in. And then now also I have a job that I actually go to 3 to 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. So like I feel like I have enough things to do that if I waste time or waste too much time, then I just feel guilty. Like I have to be multitasking. It's really hard for me to focus on one thing. I have to be doing 2 things at once. And it's only if I'm doing something that absolutely I have to put my full focus into, or else that won't get done.
Yeah.
Then I'll just do that, and I can just do that. But otherwise, if I'm watching YouTube, I need to be like, even if it's something really dumb that like doesn't actually need to be done on my computer or like on a spreadsheet or something, I'll just be working on that while I'm listening to YouTube.
Yeah.
I can't just like sit there and just watch YouTube for not usually anyway. Or if it's a show I really like, I'll pay full attention to that.
Yeah, well, like, there's that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm kind of like that, but, like, it's more like, okay, let's say I have an assignment due, and it's like, she has a list of questions that she wants to ask us, and we have to answer them. We have to put on a Google Doc and everything. I'll look at them and be like, holy shit, that's easy as fuck. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing it until 10 minutes before it's due.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's procrastination.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, let's say I'm working with a group on those questions. I will do them immediately because I'm so scared of disappointing other people.
Okay, I can relate to that. That's one of my biggest fears is like letting people down.
Yeah, especially if they're just like random people. Like,
yeah,
you know.
Sure, yeah.
Which is even more weird because they're random people and you're probably never going to see them again. So like...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like just like... just disappointing someone who like relying on me for something.
Yeah.
Which never, that never happens, but I'm just afraid of it happening.
Yeah, because like I procrastinated. I just procrastinated like all my work, and I did it like yesterday and the day before. And they were like due that night. I was like, holy shit, why do I do this to myself? And I started looking it up. And I was like, apparently being... Well, I know of someone that does this. Like, being busy, but not in a productive sense. Being busy, like, constantly going out with friends, parties, you know, doing dumb shit.
Oh, okay.
But not in a productive manner, is a defense mechanism to prolong an inevitable feeling. You know? Because, like, what motivates people out of procrastination is, like, the panic and dread of, holy shit, it's actually being due. This is the consequence. But, like, I was like, holy shit. It's just a defense mechanism. Fuck that. I'm not a bitch. So now, like, that I have that mindset now, I feel I've blessed myself with the knowledge of fuck procrastination.
Yeah.
But I feel that I have a very toxic mindset. Or just, like, view of, okay, oh, God, I'm gonna get, like, fucking butt fucked later for this. But, like, okay, people... You don't get, like, anxiety or panic attacks, right?
Not that extreme. I mean...
Yeah, okay.
No, not panic attack. I've never had... No,
I've never had a panic attack either.
Okay.
But, like, I told you this before. If someone's gonna kill themselves and they come to me for it, don't, because I'll just get angry. Because I'll be like, don't fucking kill yourself, you dumbass. Because in my mind, it's just, like, so simple. But obviously, it's not. You know, and that's a toxic mindset of, like, thinking my way of thinking is so simple. But the point I'm trying to get at is that, like, if, like, the reason why I asked if you have a panic attack or whatever, I know when I went to camp, there's, like, kids and, like, other people at my same age or people older than me that would have panic attacks. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't help them. I wasn't capable of.
Oh, okay. If you weren't, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't capable.
You didn't just no, fuck off, but you understood you weren't capable of.
Yeah, I wasn't capable. Yeah. I did not have the mental capacity nor empathy, or understanding of how they felt to help them. Mm-hmm. So, in the back of my head, when their best friend's like, "Oh, it's okay, just take deep breaths," I'm just like, "Holy shit, just stop crying."
Oh no.
In my head, I'm just like, "Just stop fucking crying, just get over it." Holy fucking hell, please, with the love of God. And that's what I would think, because I'm just that's a terrible way to think.
It's not great.
It's not.
But at least you don't express it.
I keep it to myself.
That's good.
But the thing is, this is also where it stems my, what we talked about last time, mental soundness, mental stability. I don't know, I feel like people like you or me are very, we can just grasp reality, just when we're in a state of panic or something, we can just grasp reality back.
I agree with that.
And I find that so simple, but I just wish other people would too. And I don't know, that's just where I come from when I see mindsets that are obviously toxic, mm-hmm. including mine, that are obviously toxic, or that. That's where I get my motivation from, such as procrastination. That's where I get over my procrastination, by rationalizing or simplifying it, or finding the most logical thing. But yeah, holy shit, that's what I've just been thinking about for the last couple of days also, because of my procrastination. So I guess it was good that I procrastinated. You know?
If it all works out in the end.
It was worth it. And I got all my assignments on time, so it was fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's weirder for me because I don't get panicked or freaked out in situations. If there's ever a situation where I don't even know how to describe it, but just a bad, I'm able to separate myself from I'm almost able to look at a bad situation outside of my own perspective, to be able to
deal with it, or
or just not take it personally. You know what I mean?
This is okay. So I have a friend that also has really bad anxiety, and the way he deals with it is you're people like you or me. I'd like to say we're easy to determine what's in and out of our control, and we're very quick to accept reality, not because we give up, but because we understand what we can control and what we can't. And that's I feel that I'm not a genius. I don't understand where panic attacks or anxiety come from, but I feel that's where they come from. The wanting to control everything, but you can't. And people like us, if we're stressed out, we can sort out what we can control and what we can't. Because obviously, if you focus on everything, you can't control everything, it turns into anxiety or panic. But I feel that we can, we can discern, we can sort it out. And not really dissociate, but
yes, I agree with that. I'm not a super anxious person, but I mean, I can definitely get where people are coming from on depression, because I feel like you said, or maybe you didn't say it, maybe I just made it up.
Maybe I did say it.
I know, I feel, it's I know what I would need to do, or what I need to do in order to feel accomplished, happy, not awful,
not a bad person,
just not lazy. I know exactly what I would need, or what I would need to do in order to be in a good mindset. But but I can get where people are coming from who have depression, because it's basically the same. It's where they don't know what they would. It's more of it's more of they don't really know why they're so horribly sad, or not sad, but depressed, and
why they're feeling the way they're feeling.
And it's because it's a more internal chemical thing. So that's why I don't think I'm depressed, but I feel like I'm depressed adjacent, because I know what needs to be done, and I know what I need, I just don't have it or don't do it. And that makes me feel sad or or like
depressed.
It makes me feel depressed, but I don't think I'm actually depressed because
like there's like clinically depressed where it's beyond just like a mindset and it's beyond because like there's actually something wrong with your brain and the way it releases chemicals. So you you take like fluoxetine or some other antidepressant. But like no, I get what you're saying because like obviously I feel everyone has been depressed. And that's obviously a problem within itself because depression is a problem, and I don't think anywhere in human history until like now, depression has been. I'm pretty sure depression has been in a all-time high. Pretty sure no one is really. I mean, people are depressed in medieval times, but it was for a valid reason, like the Black Plague, and they were cold and starving.
Yeah.
But like now, I don't know. I feel like I've been depressed, but I'm aware of why, but you just don't have the motivation to fix it.
Yeah. Yes, okay, yeah, you basically said what I was trying to say, but much easier.
Yeah, you just it's just lack of motivation. Mm-hmm. But it's whatever.
Yeah, and then as far as like socializing is concerned, you said you get tired out really quick.
Yes.
Well, did you get tired out, do you feel like at school? When you went to school 5 days a week and like back in middle or high school, and did you feel
definitely not in middle school and like okay. When I say that, I mean like actually socializing and like talking to people. Mm-hmm. I just kept to myself at school.
Well, because we were always talking and
the
boys.
Yeah, but like that's like people I like, so therefore they're not like draining emotionally or mentally. Yeah. But like, I don't know. Like for example, if I were to go on a hike alone, I'd still feel like I don't know. I always feel like if I'm not at home comfortable, I have to be using energy. I don't know. It's like kind of like if you're like a phone plugged in, right when you're unplugged, no matter what you're doing, even if your phone is just there half off, you're still losing battery, It's like that's kind of just how I work.
Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like I don't actually know. Well, as time goes on, I realize how much I miss going to school. And how much I'm looking forward to hopefully doing college and being in person, because for a few reasons. Number one is having like a consistent beat. Just a consistent beat, and a consistent schedule, and like every day or at least 5 out of 7 days a week I'd go to school and I'd be around other people who are like my age and who are all kind of experiencing similar situations, similar things, similar classes, whatever. There's that, and then there's like just the socialization aspect. And even like the last couple of years of high school where I mostly kind of just kept to myself and just kind of went through the motions, and things weren't as great as they were in like 8th or 9th or even 7th grade. Even that I prefer to like just not doing that, but I feel like I don't really know if this is the case, but I feel like I get energy from social situations as long as it's people I like you said, or people like I'm a pretty quiet person unless I'm around. I'm with the boys or
the boys.
We're doing stuff and so like I miss that a lot.
I think that's also a thing that, like, I've noticed, too. It's like, for example, I personally, if I'm making, let's say, an essay. If I'm making an essay, like, writing an essay, it has to be either one of two things. Completely silent in my room. I can't have a podcast or music or a YouTube video going on in the background. Or I need a constant, like, drone or buzz of just people that I can't, like, pull words from. I just need like it's almost like white noise. Because again, like this is what what I said before, like even listening to music personally is draining. It's something about, I don't know, I just find something about human voices and being able, or like a noise I can process and think about and like take in. I just find that so draining. It's just very strange.
I guess I can kind of chime in on that as saying like if it's music that I know well or I've listened to a lot, or like music on my phone, 500 plus songs, then it's not draining. I can tune it out. I can make it the white noise.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But if it's music I haven't heard, then yeah, I agree. But same thing with like social situations. If it's people I know, then I feel like I get energy from it, and then but if it's like if it's not, then it's the other way around.
Yeah, I just don't like example when we hung out with all the boys. That I can't even remember. Like example, if you're like in 8th grade at school, I don't know. Like if I was with them, and we'd hang out, I'd feel fine. But when I get home, I'd definitely be tired, and I definitely want to be alone. Yeah. Like regardless. But I feel like they're just less draining. Instead of like recharging me, they're just less draining. But
yeah. But and then even outside of our group, like, because I don't know about you were the same. We there was so few people at the school that everybody knew everybody. Everybody talked to everybody, just like in passing or casually, or joked around with virtually everybody. And even that was also recharging to me, just because I was around. I was around you guys that I knew so well and was such close friends with, that I felt comfortable interacting with just everybody who was around, and because we were all kind of doing the same thing.
That was such a strange environment that people won't really, that not a lot of people will know, you know.
Yeah, I guess not a lot of people would be able to relate to that,
because we went to a small, dumb, stupid, religious private school. And you'd think that we're rich as fuck if we went to a religious private school, but we're not.
Not really.
Personally, I'm amazed as to how my family somehow afforded that shit. But beyond that, I feel that community, but like this strange sense of like a closed community where everybody knows each other, and like knows each other, not
necessarily likes each other.
Not necessarily likes each other.
We didn't like everybody there.
No, fuck everyone. But we were stuck with them. It's kind of like being trapped on an island with all of them, and you didn't really have a choice. You kind of just made the best of what it was, and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's not an experience that everyone really gets.
And I still liked that environment, and I still miss that environment. Even though I didn't like everybody there, even though there's people I really couldn't stand there, just the fact that they were around in that environment, the familiarity and I still like them in the sense that,
like, them individually, no, you fucking hated them, but their general presence, they are a part of that environment, whether you like it or not, and it wouldn't be the same without them.
Exactly.
But like I feel in like public school, there's just too many fucking phases. When you walk that's it. When we were in that stupid little private school, like, you never got the sense of loneliness because you just knew everyone. But in public school, you constantly see faces that you don't know. You constantly will look at someone and not know their name and just pass by them. In our school, I feel we're pretty lucky to have that like interaction of, you never really felt lonely because you just knew everyone. And like at the same time, that also made it a toxic environment because, man, some of those guys would be so socially inept and awkward if they were in any other environment, though.
Yeah. Which, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel there's a very select few of us in that school that were actually capable of, like, if we were thrown into a new school, we would actually survive and not have a mental breakdown and be forced to go back, you know?
Oh, well, yeah. That's true. I mean, yeah, even me, who didn't show up to the private school Rainer Christian scene till 6th grade, was able to slide in pretty easily, especially in like middle school. But like, and it was because there were so few people, so like you got to know everyone really quick.
Oh, that's right. You weren't in it from kindergarten.
No, 6th grade was when I arrived.
See, I think that's like a better way to introduce it then, because you already had experience in social aspects on a bigger scale, and now it's just into a smaller concentrated thing. It's not as hard to make friends because it's such a small community. But like I got lucky because like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. If my mom never forced me to like do extracurricular things, I would be so socially fucking awkward. I would. Trust me. Like, I literally, there's so many times where my mother would just randomly come up to me and go, "Oh, in the next couple of days you'll be going to a camp. You'll be doing a volunteer thing. You'll be doing a band camp." I was a band kid, but I wasn't a weird one. I just played the trumpet for a couple of years, and that was it.
Yeah.
I wasn't a weird band kid.
I played piano for a couple of years. I wasn't even in a band.
I wish I kept on playing piano.
Well, we got a keyboard upstairs, and if we're gonna be making a song, I could probably, if I work on it, I could slip back into the piano to at least to where I could press the keys and make it sound okay.
And make it sound, yeah, that's what I want. But anyways, so like, I'm so lucky that my mom, like, she had no intention of like actually helping me socially. She just wanted me to do them because that's what Asian moms do. But like, I'm so lucky that she did that because from those experiences of being just like in 5th grade and being thrown into an environment where I know no one, my mom just dropped me off, left me, some random adult picks me up and grabs me and says, "Hey, your name's Aldrich, you're in my cabin, you're in my group, you're my student." And then like I just have to roll from there. I was forced to roll with those punches, and that made me who I was. And I'm just so lucky for that. Because holy shit, I would be so fucking socially awkward.
I guess I kind of had the same thing, but probably not as often and not to the same extent. Because the only really extracurricular activities I did was like youth group from 3rd to 6th grade. And then, I mean, piano lessons doesn't count. It was like a...
Yeah, it was just like a one-on-one experience.
Yeah, that doesn't count for sure. But then like in 5th grade... 5th grade was so weird because 5th grade that was the year I was like in the advanced class for the
you were superior
kids. So we had like this thing called we did a lot of field trips and a lot of did a lot of things, I guess. I don't know, I still talk to follow a lot of those guys. That's like the earliest I can go back where I still like keep up with a lot of them and follow them on like Instagram. 5th grade Instagram, social media. Just last year we did like a one time like virtual
group chat thing.
Yeah. And then I said, hey, or someone said like, "You guys got a Minecraft account?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm down to play Minecraft." And then it never happened. But but at least not that I'm aware. But
they just didn't invite you because they don't like you. Yeah, they didn't like your Minecraft skin.
Probably, yeah.
What was I gonna? How old are you in 4th grade? 10. Cause like, okay, I always get those mixed up, but like, so how old were you in 3rd grade?
9.
Okay, you were 9. Okay, cause like, I don't know, like like in the moment when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I'm gonna remember this forever. Next thing you know, you're like 15 and you totally forgot about what happened. When
anything before 5th is a blur. I can remember a few things here and there, but like, the fact that there were so many days of like each grade was like. That's weird.
It's just, I don't know, because I vividly remember in kindergarten and, like, 1st and 2nd grade, like, they were just great days for me. And I'd, like, say to myself, I'm going to remember this forever. And I still remember them. But, like, holy shit, think of all the other ones that I just totally fucking miss.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's why I always get mixed up. That's why I always say when I was in 5th grade, I never use age. I rarely use age, actually. Yeah. Wait, so that means in 1st grade you'd be 8?
No, 7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you in kindergarten? Like 0?
6.
6 years old?
I know. 6 is so young.
Oh,
how weird is that?
Wait, what? You think 6 is young?
Yeah.
I don't think 6 is old for a 6th grade or for a kindergartner.
Oh, I just meant in general.
But 6 is young?
Yeah.
I considered like...
Because like before 6, you're just like, you can't even do anything.
So, like, you just shit your pants.
Exactly. Like, what? My sister sucked on a binky till she was 5. Like,
when did you start talking and walking? When are you supposed to start talking and walking?
Age 1, I guess. Like, right when you hit 1.
What? Okay, well, I don't know.
Well, I mean, walking anyway. Like,
well, I don't know.
Talking is probably like over the course of age 1. By 2, you're blabbing around. You're saying you're stringing sentences together.
Yeah. You can say water and stuff. Huh? That's so weird.
Yeah,
maybe I was just a super late bloomer.
I also did preschool. I did when I was 5. I was in preschool, and that was basically just another grade, just without all like the grades.
If you don't do preschool, are you not required to do preschool?
No, you're not.
But I feel this is something that I want to cover. I didn't know this. So my cousins have kids right now, right? Mm-hmm. And they're very, very young. They're like babies. They were born 2018, 2019. And ever since the pandemic, growing up, they become easily overstimulated by other people because of quarantine.
Yeah.
So like there's like a bunch of kids out there, like little kids, that only know their mom and dad's faces, and haven't gotten to the point that's like, holy shit, there's other people out there and they also have faces because everyone's wearing a mask.
Well, oh no.
Yeah. So like, well, not everyone's wearing a mask, but most people, when they go out, they're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
So they're like, only mom and dad have a nose, a mouth. Everyone else is just this block with a different design on it. Yeah. And when they take off their mask, they get overstimulated and they're like, what? What the fuck is that? And they like have a panic attack or something.
It's so weird.
And like, it's just...
I mean, if they watch TV, I guess they watch like cartoons and shit, but...
Yeah, but like...
At least you get that.
I just find that I never took that in consideration.
Yeah.
So like I think that it's good that young kids are getting back into school in person, not to educate. Well, obviously to educate, but like to build social skills, and I feel that's what a lot of school is in general. Actually, it's just building social skills over learning. Because what's the point of learning if you're constantly changing?
On that anyway, I mean, some kids just don't care about the grades at all and just do the social stuff, and some kids are the opposite. But like my dad was just a social only grades kind of kid. He got like a 2.0 GPA and when he graduated or something. But yeah.
But that just proves how how futile grades are. Like, look at him.
Yeah. He's making a lot of money. I mean, for like a kid who a guy who didn't go to school and barely passed high school.
Yeah, but like now he's vibing. Like at the end of the day, he has a house, and he doesn't go hungry every day, and he can buy whatever the fuck he wants.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So like,
well,
really puts into consideration
there's a lot of problems with school, American school especially.
Oh fuck American school! Fuck American taxes. I personally never knew how filing your taxes worked until other people on TikTok started complaining about it, and then other people from other countries started making fun of Americans about how hard our taxes are.
It was easy for me. I mean, that makes sense that it was easy for me because I only worked 4 months out of the year last year. I made like $6,000. So it depends. There's like brackets and stuff, but I just used TurboTax, which was really helpful, and it took me through it, and it took like an hour, but it was really easy.
Really?
But I can get how it wouldn't be so easy. Well, I mean, it's TurboTax. I mean, not sponsored or anything, but it was pretty helpful.
Shout out
to
TurboTax.
Treated you like a baby, which is how I wanted.
That's what you want. That's what we need.
It was like it asked you like the same. It would keep coming back to like the same questions like 4 times, and it would break everything down into the smallest possible steps
until you literally had no more questions.
Which is why it took like an hour, but
it was worth it.
But yeah,
because you know it. But like, I don't know. I know how much square feet of wood I need if I'm making a triangle porch because of the Pythagorean theorem. But how the fuck do I pay taxes? Or like, how the fuck do I manage money? You know?
Yeah.
And then like, if I were to say that to like a fucking high school teacher, they'd be like, well, why didn't you take a money management class? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not required to take English. I'm a chemistry major. But I'm required to do my taxes. Suck my dick. Fucking dumbass teachers out there, like, holy fuck. They're like, they'll be teaching you some random ass theorem, right? They'll be like, oh, this is a theorem to measure how much space is between each step on a ladder. When will you use this? We don't know. Like, what? What's the point? Then what's the point? Like, it's so stupid. Because that's what Mr. G would say when he would teach us math. Like, when are we gonna use this? I don't know. It just pisses me off. It just pisses me off. They just lie. Teachers, liars. Not all of them. There's some really good teachers. Like, my math teacher was insanely good. my Mrs. Wolfing.
She was good.
She was just understanding. She was just an understanding motherfucker.
I wish I'd gotten, as soon as I got it, like, more into the hell world that is, like, you know, current events, I became much more engaged in that class, but it took, like, until, like, a month before the pandemic before that happened, so.
I'm so salty about the pandemic.
Yeah. Okay, look, this is going to sound like excuses, but if it hadn't happened, my book would be done because I worked on it a shitload at school, especially during TA periods. Like, and I was on track to be done, but like, I just don't. I need like kind of like you said. I mean, I need like white noise. I just need to be. I need to be in an environment where it's like feels like a work environment where I can work, and I have the time to do it. So like school was like the perfect recipe for that.
It was like, don't have anything to do, might as well. On top of that, I enjoy it, so you might as well. But I'm salty about the pandemic because I did track. Okay, I did sports. I did track. I was a band kid and I was a track kid. Holy fuck, God, I was such a loser.
Yeah,
that scared me.
Sorry,
but like, literally, when did the pandemic hit?
March. A year ago.
Yes, March. The week after spring break, my track season would have started. But you know what they said? On that first week, wow, we get 2 extra weeks of spring break.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, now it's gonna be 6 whole weeks. We're not gonna be back till the end of April.
Yeah.
We're never coming back.
And then
actually weird. Well, college, I guess, but you know.
And then they stuck 2 thumbs up track season's ass and told it to fuck off. And I'm salty about that because I thought I was actually gonna like be good and faster and improve. That was like one of my first. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm stupid. Hopefully someone like I really hope someone like corrects me. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe it's not even possible. Okay. But when I started doing track, okay, I started track in sophomore year, and then I did it junior year, and then starting senior year, I got muscle. And I was like, what the fuck? To the point, I got muscle, but I think, okay, I might be stupid, but it was at a rate that was like, I got, what are they called? Stretch marks? I started getting like stretch marks. I was like, right here. I had like these 2 lines that was like they looked like cuts, and that like they healed over, and I had them right here and then one right here.
Yeah, those are stretch marks.
And then I had a couple like on my lower body. I was like, what the fuck are these? Because I have eczema, right? I was like, is this a new like form of eczema? What am I gonna? Am I like shedding an exoskeleton?
Oh, dude.
And then I could just become stronger? No, I think that because I've never worked out and I'm a small, skinny, stupid little Asian person, that like growing muscle, my body was just like, oh, time to fucking explode, and it ripped my skin apart. That sounded disgusting. I didn't mean it like that. But you know, I was like, holy shit. So going into senior year, I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna be so cool. And then the pandemic fucked my butt, and I'm still salty. I just wish. I can't even imagine life without the pandemic now.
See, I can't imagine. Is it a cliche for everybody to always think that the world is gonna end when they're alive? Because I actually feel like that's happening. I feel like because like so many things are culminating or are about to culminate. You know, especially with like the climate.
I don't think it's cliche.
Whether it be remember like 6 months ago when Oregon just became hell for a little while?
What happened?
Remember the skies were just blood red?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
No.
See, you don't remember that because so much shit happened over the last year.
That's bullshit. Kevin's just making shit up.
And then of course Texas.
What happened in Texas?
Well, just like last month, it
froze
over.
Everything froze over because
so, like, I saw a good post. It was like 2 months of this happened in America 6 months apart. Just like the extreme. Where would I even find it? Weather differences. Hold on, it's gonna be in my snapshots.
I need to throw up. No, I don't. I need a burp. I'm trying to get it out. Anyways, so I don't think it's cliche that you think the world's going to end during our time because fucking climate change.
Yeah.
Like 200 years ago, no one worried about climate change. 100 years ago, 50 years ago, they were like, they think the world's going to end because of nuclear war.
Mm-hmm.
But now the world is going to end, and it's out of our control, and it's not, well, it is because of human interaction with the world, but it's not because of, like, nuclear war or weapon. It's because of the weather, and Mother Nature is just, like, cracking thine royal knuckles.
This is the last 6 months in New Earth weather. Frozen fan in Texas. That's in Texas, and this was in Oregon.
What was the reason for the Oregon thing?
I think it was a combination of, like, the fires, but, like, something else was going on.
Aliens?
That made it look like hell. Look, this is unedited, dude. You could walk out... You could walk outside and just see this. In Oregon, and also California, but it was like...
Was it the fires? And, like, all the ash came up, so the light from the fire reflected from that, and then, like... Dude, that would make sense.
You know, but, yeah, we got about... Still, I mean, yeah, Mr. Joseph Robinette is not doing nearly enough to stop whatever's coming, maybe delaying it by, like, a year.
Ew, is his middle name
Robinette, yeah. That's why I like to call him Joseph Robinette.
Joseph Robinette, you are a dirty, filthy mongrel.
Seriously.
Oh, this is another thing, Kevin. Yeah. This is just what I just wanted to say this. Okay. If I dare even get back on this train. Trump supporters! Okay.
My favorite.
I just wanted to get this out there. Trump supporters... Like, okay, there's a difference between voting for Trump because you thought it was the best thing, that, like, he was better than Biden. Yeah. Whatever. If you thought that was better, that's okay. I don't care. We all have different views. I don't give a shit. But if you, like, fucking hardcore support that motherfucker, that's a different fucking story. Because the difference between me voting for Joe Biden and another guy voting for Donald Trump, but also being a hardcore Trump supporter, is that I admit that Joe Biden is fucking stupid, old, decrepit, a liar, bombing Syria, fucking murderer. Fuck that guy. He's
going back on all the promises.
Going back on everything he said. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But Trump supporters will be like, Trump would fuck up and do something really, just say something fucked up. Do something fucked up. But they won't admit that they're wrong.
They'll be like...
And that's what makes them toxic, and that's what makes no one like them.
They'll be like, he didn't do that. He didn't say that, and then you prove that he did. And it's like, well, he didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, but what about Hitler? They'll say, but at least he's not Hitler. Like, holy fuck. I admit, Biden, piece of shit. But Trump supporters need to swallow their cum and just, like, you know...
That's just it. There's so many people who are like that.
Like, example, like, I think it was like 2 days after the inauguration. This guy on my Snapchat, I don't know, I have him on Snapchat. He took a picture of the gas prices. He was like, I remember when the gas prices were $2.15 a gallon. Now they're $3. And he drives this
Joe Biden's America.
Exactly. He was like, thanks a lot, Joe Biden. And he pans to his car. It's like this 90-foot monster truck, 52-gallon diesel engine. I'm just like, what? It's just stupid. It's just stupid because, and like the only reason why gas prices are up is because people realize, the big boys upstairs, they realize, hey, no one gives a shit about the pandemic, and people are going to start fucking bumping and moving around. Let's up those gas prices up. And that's what they did. But small brains are like, Biden, not poggers. Like, holy shit.
Just yesterday, there was some Republican senator who was in the basement, like, he was standing, like, in the lower level of the Senate building, in front of everybody. Who were walking around, and reporters and stuff. Mask off, no mask.
Mask off? Fucking mask off?
Reading a Dr. Seuss book. One fish, two fish.
That's fire.
Red fish, blue fish.
Okay, I respect.
As like a statement.
That's respect.
Of like, see, I'm not going to wear a mask, and I'm going to read Dr. Seuss, because the liberals are trying to cancel Dr. Seuss.
Why are the liberals trying to cancel Dr. Seuss?
No one was trying to cancel Dr. Seuss. That's just it. The publishing company, whoever owns Dr. Seuss books and publishes Dr. Seuss books, made a statement out of nowhere, not in response to anything, saying that there are these 6 Dr. Seuss books that kind of have like racist stereotypes that we're just not going to publish anymore.
Okay, good for them. That's good.
And that's it. Yeah. And everyone, or a bunch of conservatives, took that as liberals are canceling Dr. Seuss. And he was reading Red Fish, Two Fish, whatever. It wasn't even one of the books. It was like 6 books that you never even heard of before. And
it's probably for the better, huh?
Yeah, and then the same thing with like Mr. Potato Head.
What happened to Mr. Potato Head?
Mr. Potato Head. Well, nothing happened to Mr. Potato Head. He's still there. It's just now on the box, instead of saying like a Mr. Potato Head figure, it just says Potato Head figure, and that means that they're trying to cancel gender.
Wait, but there's a Mrs. Potato Head.
There's still a Mr. Potato Head. It just doesn't say Mr. Potato on the box, because it's used to say like Mr. Potato Head on a Mrs. Potato Head figure or whatever. Now it just says Potato Head figures, and that's what, it's whatever. Brain hurt. Bye worlds. We're on our way out, baby. We got pandemic. Well, I mean, we're getting over that, but who I wouldn't be surprised if a new strain of COVID popped up and that was way worse, or just a new disease in general.
I hope a new disease pops up and kills everyone. Fuck everyone.
Or and then the climate thing, and then like, and just like AI is on the back burner. Who knows what could happen there? Anything could happen.
Yeah.
On any and also just war, like Russia. Have you heard what Russia said the last few days? Said some concerning things.
Some very sus things.
And then in the last night, some American official says we're ready to fight with Russia. And then so like
we're ready to.
I'm not. To fight. He said we're ready to fight tonight. That's what he said.
I can't go to war. I have anxiety.
And then Putin said, apparently Biden and Putin met recently, and Biden for some reason said, you got the eyes of a killer. He said that straight up, basically, like, and then Putin said, well, it takes one to know one. That's what he said. And then a couple days later, he challenged Biden to like a live debate. And so we're just having pissing contests between 200-year-old men who like...
Wait, how old is Putin?
He's up there. He's probably in his 70s at least. He's probably not that much younger than
Holy
Biden.
Shit. See, Biden's retarded. He's a liar and a dirty, dirty cheater.
He just walks around.
Fuck
all
that
day.
guy.
Have you seen how many? You probably haven't. Just all they post
just him
on
walking?
Twitter is just him walking from one location to another, getting ready to go do this thing, sign this into order.
And then
it's just a picture of him walking.
Like, and it's like has like
God, so presidential.
That purple devil emoji from like Snapchat with the little horns, getting ready to piss on Putin with the little devil. Holy shit, we're fucked.
No, we're so screwed.
Like
we're
New
done.
Zealand. It was New Zealand, Japan, and Australia. I'm pretty sure they're COVID free.
Well, yeah, they've been COVID free for a while.
Yeah,
a lot of places have been by now. I mean,
America is such a selfish shithole. I hate it. Like everyone, we're grown up in a keep to yourself community, you know?
Individualist, keep to yourself,
Mind your own.
Uneducated, just like no media literacy, just no anything.
Like really. You can't argue with someone without having 92 different peer-reviewed documents with you.
No, because those are all paid for by the fucking by the Jews.
By the Jews. The Jews.
And just like my original point was that I have a hard time picturing like you look at pictures from 100 years ago, just like just of around here, like pictures from 100 years ago, and like how much has changed in 100 years, or even like 50 years. How many more buildings and stores? Like,
oh yeah,
think about like Four Corners didn't exist. When did the
Four Corners didn't exist?
Now I sit down and try to picture like what things will look like in 50 years, and I just see like a wasteland of like we've been through the main part of advancement and like expansion.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other places to explore in the world. It's been like that for a while.
Except the bottom of the ocean.
Except the bottom of the ocean. Good, what good that'll do us, I don't know, but
I'll go.
But we've never been in a war as a population in general.
Yeah, we're
at a boiling point.
And
it's all gonna spill over sometime in the next. By the time we're our parents' age, things are gonna be
bumping. We wouldn't even be able
still
to
be
compare.
around. I feel like we're gonna be one of the first generations where like we can stop expecting to like die of old age.
Yeah, we'll just die of stress.
And if not us, then definitely the next one. Or just like,
how do I put this? We were born in the dry age between exploring our world and exploring the fucking... We're still in that development stage, under construction, between like the peak of humanity on Earth and then like expanding humanity into outer space. We're just in that dry area. You know?
Yeah, and who knows if we're gonna make it to that point.
And it's like a 99 to 1% chance of we're just gonna die here. And we have a 1% chance of just going off into space.
Who knows what could happen? I feel like so many the fucking Yellowstone volcano could explode and just wipe everyone out.
I hope it does.
I wouldn't mind, as long if we all go at once. or aliens could show up. Who knows?
But it's confirmed aliens are real.
Well, it depends on who you ask, I guess.
Well, who's asking? Well, who's saying that we don't have aliens? Who's saying no?
Well, we never actually... I mean, like, if you look up at, like, NASA or scientists, there's no confirmation that there's water on Mars, or there was, or something. But...
I found a puddle on Mars. Yeah, no, fuck those guys. But seriously, we're fucked. We're fucked. Nice. We're... The reign of humanity is coming to an end in the next 2 to 3 lifetimes.
Yeah. I agree. And, yeah, we might... Yeah.
Yeah, so if I have kids, I'm just asking some descendant of Elon Musk to create a little pod and shoot them out into outer space. I think that would be... They'd have a better chance out there than on the Earth.
Oh, well. Well, I mean, yeah, just... yeah. Awesome.
Like, I just...
It's hot. I love... But, okay, well, we don't have to... We don't have to think about all that. We can be...
Yeah, because it's coming anyways. We might as well just accept it.
Just not doomer it up for a little while.
Fine.
Just let's talk about... Well, we're gonna make a song.
Oh!
We are. We're gonna do it. Because we can do anything. And we have the resources.
We can do anything we put our mind to if we work hard enough. We will make a song that will save the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be revolutionary. And you will love it. And
world peace, baby.
And world... what'd you say? World peace?
World peace.
And world peace will be its... What the song is about. Kevin, I'm telling you, if you just make like an instrumental from like, and you want to make it like Joji, kind of like a Joji type style.
We are gonna do it. Both of them. You're not gonna leave me in the dust here, my friend.
Kevin, yeah, I am. You can lick my.
I don't know if I have
my dusty, hairy taint.
I don't know if I can do it by myself.
Well, I don't. Okay, so like, what style of instrumental are we trying to do? You know what I mean? Because like, what I'm thinking is that you have, or like, well, we have the same like, some like not like slow type beat like Dancing in the Dark type shit, but like a Joji. I can't explain it. Like Joji Oliver Tree mix instrumental. It's very I don't know what I'm trying to get at.
I get what you're saying. I know what you mean. There's I don't know what it's called, but there's this good website that we're gonna use,
and it's gonna be Pog.
It costs money. I paid for a year subscription a while ago, like $100, and then I canceled it because I figured out I'm not gonna do it. I might as well cancel it before it like renews in 6 months or something. I'll just probably buy it again so we can do it. But,
I was gonna say
like I messed around on it for a while and like tried to put something together, but then. And I was like, oh, this is actually pretty simple. Like, I kind of figured out how to make a beat. Like, I can do that. I don't really know how to use the other instrument. Because you can make any instrument sound, anything you want on there. There's a keyboard.
A goat man
screaming. And you can press on your keyboard, or you can just use your mouse and, like... And you could... Oh, yeah, you can import whatever sound effects or whatever you want.
Me farting?
You could sneak that in there.
Yes.
That's how... What was it? Was it the pot? No, it was the group commentary for the Endless. It just ended with you farting.
Yes.
That
was my 100% real fart.
For some reason, it was.
Okay.
right into the mic. It's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Pretty iconic.
Also, I feel I didn't mean to do this, but I think I did. I think I might have upped my tolerance to a THC.
Oh.
That's not good. I don't like that. I'm not a big smoker, and I'm very scared of substance abuse. So I'm trying to bring it down a little. Not saying I won't. I'm just trying to bring it down so like we don't have to use as much in order to, you already know.
Yeah. But no. With all that, we've got actually I think right now 150 videos up on our channel right now.
50?
150, yeah.
Wow, I literally just remember you talking about when it was number 100.
Yeah, it was only a few months ago, back in like November or something. But I liked. We got that. We got song we're gonna make. We're gonna make more live action content eventually. I feel like so many things rely on getting good clip-on wireless mics.
Yeah.
Which I found good ones.
Because how am I supposed to run around being a fucking...
Yeah, exactly. We
making weird...
We can start doing whatever.
How am I supposed to make those beautiful noises?
Exactly.
And then you can't pick them up with the Yeti mic.
No.
Unless I have that shoved up my ass.
It's a big clunky boy. Maybe we'll get a smaller one eventually, like a skinnier one.
We'll see. We'll see.
Like
one of those. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, we're making a lot of content. We're gonna keep making content. It keeps improving. Like you look at even just like the thumbnail evolution has gotten a lot better. I make the thumbnails, but if I do say so, the thumbnail evolution has gotten a lot better. I put us like our faces in it a lot of the time now. And like just I think so like but just everything is improved.
It's only getting better.
It's only getting better, and the more content we put out, whether it be through videos or music or just whatever, then the more you can't escape us. Because we've already like solidified that we're gonna be around.
We're not stopping
for as long as YouTube.
For as long as we enjoy it.
For as long as YouTube is around, our content will be on there. So we'll be like immortal in a way.
Yeah, and some low life incel redditor is gonna find us and do a whole ass 1 hour like lifetime video.
I know.
This is Kevin and Aldrich in the Blacks.
Because I feel like if it eventually hit a point where like YouTube, there's so much of us on YouTube that
you can't ignore it. What's the CEO of YouTube?
Susan was just...
We're gonna be here for so long that Susan is just gonna be like, fine. Put him on the trending. Put them on the trending. These motherfuckers.
They just won't go away.
You know what I realized? I thought of this last night too, because PewDiePie's Minecraft series just ended. Mm-hmm. There's no one that's gonna be like PewDiePie for the longest time. I feel we're very lucky to be able to watch PewDiePie from when he was very vulgar and just swearing.
Yeah. Raw.
Yeah, very raw, all the way to now. Like I feel that we're not gonna have someone like that for a very long time from now, assuming the world doesn't die. So we're lucky to see PewDiePie like that. I personally really like his content. He's really funny. I like him even now. But like he's much more mature now, which makes it even better because I'm mature now. Not really, but like I grew up a little, so I don't know.
I've been watching YouTube for a long time.
Yeah, 7 years. Have.
Since 2014 was when I started getting on the never-ending YouTube wagon.
What was the first thing? I think the first thing I ever watched on YouTube was like a Smosh video, and it scared me because there was like blood in his mouth.
Nice.
I think it was like the Food Wars thingies, and he had a lollipop, and he like started bleeding. It was just very gross.
I used to think YouTube was exclusively for music videos, and then I don't know how I found out, but I just like I don't even know, but PewDiePie was one of the first ones I watched. The Nostalgia Critic used to watch all the time. Channel Awesome, Doug Walker, that guy.
Tobuscus. When I found out Tobuscus, he was like 300 episodes into his Minecraft series, and I'd go home every day and just watch his videos to the point where I actually caught up into the 300.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I used to, because the YouTube app wasn't even an app on like my Kindle. I had a Kindle Fire originally. It was like my first device. And the YouTube app wasn't even a thing you could get on it at first.
You had to go to Chrome.
So I had to I couldn't even go to, I must have been just fucking dumb, because I used to go to the IMDb message boards and then find a link. I'd find somebody.
You'd find a YouTube link.
I'd find somebody posted like a link to something, and then I'd click on that, and it would take me to YouTube, and then I would search up what I want. I'd go to like PewDiePie or Nostalgia Critic or
you snake.
Those were the two I watched for a while, and then I started watching like Markiplier, and Markiplier was a big one for a long time that I watched all the time.
I never got into
and. That was pretty impactful stuff, I guess, like just as far as like sense of humor and like Markiplier, and then
Markiplier,
like I don't even know, Chris Stuckman. I used to get Stuckmanized. He just does movie reviews because I used to be big into that, but and then like
who was I into? Oh, I used to be really into COD. I was really good at Black Ops 2. I had a really good KDA. It was like a 2 point something KDA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really got into that.
Yeah, I still played some COD from time to time.
But now you're a PC boy. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. If we ever randomly just ever stop uploading, it's because we got possessed during our Ouija board experience.
Or we did some drug that
just fucking killed us.
Datura or something.
No, but Jaden would be there, so she could upload it.
Yeah.
But Jaden would also have to, what's it called? Say the announcement that we're both fucking dead. Because we either overdosed on something because we're stupid, or we got possessed by something because we're stupid.
Yeah.
So those are the only two reasons that we've ever stopped uploading.
On Spook Troop, if we run into some spooky shit, I don't actually know until like it happens, obviously. But I'm gonna be all up in their face.
Kevin, you don't understand. They are a fourth dimensional.
Because I've never experienced anything like it. Not even close.
They deny God. God says you either go to heaven or hell, but they're spirits on earth.
And if we see like a black dark
if you run full speed at that thing, no, Kevin,
because no one's ever done that, right?
Because they're not stupid.
But like when you hear the stories of people seeing weird shit, even full body like apparitions or something, they don't go for it. They even like get creeped out and run away, or they'll like look at it and then it'll fade away. I need to like see what happens when I make contact, physical contact. Well, because what's it gonna do?
Kill you, Kevin.
No, I don't think.
What do you mean, no?
I don't think it's powerful enough to murder people. Like, you don't hear that often, do you?
Possession, Kevin.
Okay, but like, my brain is too powerful to get possessed.
Oh yes, Kevin is too mentally. Oh yes, some low life fourth dimensional being
hanging around, like not even
some low life fourth dimensional.
Dude,
Kevin, I think you're just too mentally sound. They just can't break that barrier. I need to
see what happens when I touch it. When I stick my hand into the figure.
I want its ectoplasm.
I don't care. I need to do it. I want to do it. I want to touch. I want to caress and fiddle and diddle a spooker.
The good old spooker.
I need to do it.
No.
I need to know exactly what it's like.
If we find anything that intense, I want to always emphasize that we will never fake Spook Troop.
No.
We would never.
We're too invested.
We're too invested in finding out if it's fucking real or not to make some bullshit like, oh my god, Kevin, you have 3 marks on your arm. It means Satan has a crush on you and wants to rail you. You know, it's like, we're not doing that. We're not doing like, oh my god, Kevin is bleeding in the mouth. That means a demon. He's giving a demon head. Yes. And he doesn't even know.
Oh man, but no.
There will never be like a time where like, oh, Jaden went missing. Kevin, I would never let that happen. I'm never gonna be alone. Actually, Jaden might go missing. She likes to wander off on her own and yell random things at demons. But, and so does Kevin actually. So fuck, I actually might be alone and have to upload on my own because they'll both be possessed.
One of us goes, we'll be living on forever in the form of our epic content.
Or like, if you both get possessed, I'll like tie you both to like I don't know, something. I'll be like, hey guys, donate to Exercise Kevin.
Exercise Kevin. Okay, let's do it. Let's end this episode here.
We covered a lot in this episode.
We did.
We got real deep.
Anything else we wanted to cover?
We are Monkeybrained.
And we love you.
That's the thumbnail. Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Wait. Do it again, because my finger was like in my face. So hold on, let me. All right, yeah, that's the thumbnail.
Thanks.